Welcome to Football with Cheese. Let the chaos begin. So NFL free agency starts next week. By the way, me and Mike, we're doing a whole special on this. Sunday night, 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific, link in the description, where we go over every team, who we think are the best free agent fits. We'll talk about some players that might be traded, like Max Crosby, A.J. Brown as well. So make sure you check that out. It's going to be a lot of fun. But I want to go over a couple players that have been released, that are going to be released, maybe. Yes, it's chaotic. But first, if you are new to the channel, make sure you subscribe and hit the bell for notification so you never miss one of my videos. The two players I want to talk about are Lions left tackle Taylor Decker and Packers edge rusher Rashan Gary. Let's talk about Taylor Decker first. He is a long-time left tackle for the Lions. He's always been a very good player. Never the best left tackle in the NFL, but just always been very good. But in recent years, he's had some injury issues. And the Lions and Decker just weren't able to come to an agreement on a restructured contract. That's the big issue. His cap number was over $21 million for next season. And because they could not come to an agreement, he asked for his release, and it's either been granted or it's about to be granted. What does this mean? First, let's talk about Decker. He's 33 years old, but to me, he's the best free agent left tackle available now. And he doesn't have a compensatory pick attached to him. If you did not know, if a player is released and you sign him, it will not affect compensatory picks. Because teams, when they lose free agents, they get future draft picks the next season between rounds 3 and 7. If you did not know that. So if you sign Decker, it will not hurt that formula. If you sign someone like Rasheed Walker, left tackle Packers, who was not released, then that could affect compensatory picks. I can make a whole video about that another time. Not going to get too into it, but even though he's had injury issues, he is still the best left tackle available. And for anyone out there saying, well, with the injury history, he might have trouble finding a job, Tyron Smith, longtime Dallas Cowboy, at the end of his career, could barely make it on the field, was still signed by the Jets. There are teams desperate for left tackle help. He will find a job, and someone will pay him. So it is a shame he will not finish his career with the Lions, but he will be in demand, and he's made it clear he wants to continue playing. Now, what it means for the Lions? Well, it creates a huge hole because Jared Goff is your quarterback. He's one of the least mobile quarterbacks in the NFL. So a left tackle is as important for the Lions as any team in the league. Much more important than someone like Lamar Jackson or Josh Allen who can run around. Jared Goff cannot do that. And this is the worst time to need a left tackle. Yes, you could sign Rasheed Walker from the Packers. I don't love that fit because the Lions really like to run the football, and he's a terrible run blocker. And there's no clear franchise left tackle in this draft. All of them have some kind of flaws, or they primarily played right tackle. So Lions might have to get creative to find a left tackle. Very likely they will downgrade at the position next season. Now, I also want to talk about Rashan Gary of the Green Bay Packers. He has been expected to be released or traded, probably released. Who would trade for him after that year? And he posted on Instagram a farewell. It was heartfelt. It was cool. I saw it and I said, you know what? That's awesome. You were a really good player for a while. Last couple seasons, not so much. The last 10 games, you had 0 sacks, 0 tackle for losses. Your effort was questioned at times. Total disaster the second half of the year. And most fans are not happy about that. And everyone assumes he would be gone because the Packers have cap issues and it would save them $11 million. So when I saw the farewell, I assumed he had been released, or at least informed he had been released through his agent. Apparently that's not the case. Now, he deleted it and says that he was hacked. Sure, Jan. I don't believe that for a second. My theory is the Packers hadn't reached out in a while to tell him if they were going to trade him or release him. So he just looked at the Packers media, national media, fans on X, and saw that he's going to be released. Everyone just expects it. So he posts a farewell and then finds out that that might not be the case. Maybe the Packers want to try to restructure. I don't know. Personally, I think they should just move on. And so he deletes it and says he's hacked. Once again, I do not buy it. If someone is going to hack you, they're going to post something like, can't wait to be a Bear, Viking, or Lion, get back at the Packers. You know, something that the player would not post. They would not do a heartfelt message. That's just not what hackers do. So I think it's total bullshit. I think he got a call from his agent and said, wait, you might be back. I'm talking to the Packers, something like that. So let the chaos begin. I even saw a report that the Patriots offered the Eagles a first and third round pick for A.J. Brown. If the Eagles do not take that, they're stupid. I don't think you're going to get a better offer. You're not going to get 2 first round picks for A.J. Brown at this point in his career. So just take it. And I love the fit with the Patriots, but Howie Roseman, apparently he wants 2 first round picks, which I think is crazy. Me and Mike will talk more about it. Once again, Sunday, 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific, link in the description, a whole free agency special. We do our regular show on Tuesday at the same time. So let me know in the comments, where do you think Taylor Decker will play next year? And do you think Rashan Gary will be released? I don't know how he isn't. And do you think it's crazy that Howie Roseman, the GM of the Eagles, turned down a first and third for A.J. Brown? I do, absolutely. If you enjoyed this, give me that thumbs up. Share this with anyone who loves football. Cover all 32 teams on this channel. Check out this video if you have not, and I'll see you in the next one.